race 19 days ago as well, just to make it interesting. So plenty of these have met just recently for what promises to be a fairly wide open contest, to say the least. Our next at Kempton, it's due for 3:45 then, so as ever, join me near the time for an update on the betting and commentary. 2 more races to go from Kempton this afternoon. The latest we had was the 3:15, which was all by the Championship's fast-track qualifier, and victory, as expected, went to the odds-on favourite Kaboo, and you won't be surprised to learn that was the Racing Post Spotlight selection. The next race coming up, the 3:45, will be a bit more wide open than that, though. Number 5, Broughton's Fleur, doesn't go, which will leave us with a field of 13 runners. The Racing Post Spotlight say about this one, Shadow Angel's performance when first fitted with the hood last time out makes interesting, while the course and distance classified win for Broughton's Compass is encouraging, seeing as these are still early days for him with his new trainer. No Diggity, so close last time, is second on the list to Rescue a Dame, for whom the return of cheap pieces might just do the trick. So Rescue a Dame then is the selection, this time for the Racing Post Spotlight. Simon Dow's Epsom Raider, the mount of Kieran Schumacher. As I say, this will be a bit more wide open. Shadow Angel, No Diggity, Broughton's Compass and Rescue a Dame, all likely to be amongst the leading fancies then. Shadow Angel for Joe Toot and Dave Probert has had 8 runs so far and is still a maiden. Runner-up though last time out, Shadow Angel 18 days ago, so is going close to losing that maiden tag, and will be one of the more fancied runners, you would think. No Diggity, another one to consider for John Butler, and Harry Burns taking weight off No Diggity. He's been second on his last 2 starts, has gained 2 victories from 26 career runs. He was slightly impeded when just touched off in that classified contest last time out, so there were excuses 19 days ago for him. Broughton's Compass was a winner last time out, and Gary Moore's got his team in good form at the moment, and this one got off the mark and a classified. That was that race 19 days ago, in fact, Broughton's Compass, so the race we mentioned with No Diggity. So they meet again here then. Should be interesting between the pair of them. And of course we've got No Such Luck, who was also in that race 19 days ago as well, just to make it interesting. So plenty of these have met just recently for what promises to be a fairly wide open contest, to say the least. Our next at Kempton, it's due for 3:45 then, so as ever, join me near the time for an update on the betting and commentary. 2 more races to go from Kempton this afternoon. The latest we had was the 3:15, which was all by the Championship's fast-track qualifier, and victory, as expected, went to the odds-on favourite Kaboo, and you won't be surprised to learn that was the Racing Post Spotlight selection. The next race coming up, the 3:45, will be a bit more wide open than that, though. Number 5, Broughton's Fleur, doesn't go, which will leave us with a field of 13 runners. The Racing Post Spotlight say about this one, Shadow Angel's performance when first fitted with the hood last time out makes interesting, while the course and distance classified win for Broughton's Compass is encouraging, seeing as these are still early days for him with his new trainer. No Diggity, so close last time, is second on the list to Rescue a Dame, for whom the return of cheap pieces might just do the trick. So Rescue a Dame then is the selection, this time for the Racing Post Spotlight. Simon Dow's Epsom Raider, the mount of Kieran Schumacher. As I say, this will be a bit more wide open. Shadow Angel, No Diggity, Broughton's Compass and Rescue a Dame, all likely to be amongst the leading fancies then. Shadow Angel for Joe Toot and Dave Probert has had 8 runs so far and is still a maiden. Runner-up though last time out, Shadow Angel 18 days ago, so is going close to losing that maiden tag, and will be one of the more fancied runners, you would think. No Diggity, another one to consider for John Butler, and Harry Burns taking weight off No Diggity. He's been second on his last 2 starts, has gained 2 victories from 26 career runs. He was slightly impeded when just touched off in that classified contest last time out, so there were excuses 19 days ago for him. Broughton's Compass was a winner last time out, and Gary Moore's got his team in good form at the moment, and this one got off the mark and a classified. That was that race 19 days ago, in fact, Broughton's Compass, so the race we mentioned with No Diggity. So they meet again here then. Should be interesting between the pair of them. And of course we've got No Such Luck, who was also in that race 19 days ago as well, just to make it interesting. So plenty of these have met just recently for what promises to be a fairly wide open contest, to say the least. Now next at Kempton, it's due for 3:45 then, so as ever, join me near the time for an update on the betting and commentary. Two more races to go from Kempton this afternoon. The latest we had was the 3:15, which was all but the Championship's fast-track qualifier, and victory, as expected, went to the odds-on favourite Kaboo, and you won't be surprised to learn that was the Racing Post Spotlight selection. The next race coming up, the 3:45, will be a bit more wide open than that, though. Number 5, Broughton's Fleur, doesn't go, which will leave us with a field of 13 runners. The Racing Post Spotlight say about this one: Shadow Angel's performance when first fitted with the hood last time out makes interesting, while the course and distance classified win for Broughton's Compass is encouraging, seeing as these are still early days for him with his new trainer. No Diggity, so close last time, is second on the list to Rescue a Dame, for whom the return of cheap pieces might just do the trick. So Rescue a Dame then is the selection, this time for the Racing Post Spotlight. Simon Dow's Epsom Raider, the mount of Kieran Schumacher. As I say, this will be a bit more wide open. Shadow Angel, No Diggity, Broughton's Compass and Rescue a Dame, all likely to be amongst the leading fancies then. Shadow Angel for Joe Toot and Dave Probert has had 8 runs so far and is still a maiden. Runner-up though last time out, Shadow Angel 18 days ago, so is going close to losing that maiden tag, and will be one of the more fancied runners, you would think. No Diggity, another one to consider for John Butler, and Harry Burns taking weight off No Diggity. He's been second on his last 2 starts, has gained 2 victories from 26 career runs. He was slightly impeded when just touched off in that classified contest last time out, so there were excuses 19 days ago for him. Broughton's Compass was a winner last time out, and Gary Moore's got his team in good form at the moment. And this one got off the mark and a classified. That was that race 19 days ago, in fact, Broughton's Compass, so the race we mentioned with No Diggity. So they meet again here then. Should be interesting between the pair of them. And of course we've got No Such Luck, who was also in that race 19 days ago as well, just to make it interesting. So plenty of these have met just recently for what promises to be a fairly wide open contest, to say the least. Now next at Kempton, it's due for 3:45 then, so as ever, join me near the time for an update on the betting and commentary. Two more races to go from Kempton this afternoon. The latest we had was the 3:15, which was all but the Championship's fast-track qualifier, and victory, as expected, went to the odds-on favourite Kaboo, and you won't be surprised to learn that was the Racing Post Spotlight selection. The next race coming up, the 3:45, will be a bit more wide open than that, though. Number 5, Broughton's Fleur, doesn't go, which will leave us with a field of 13 runners. The Racing Post Spotlight say about this one: Shadow Angel's performance when first fitted with the hood last time out makes interesting, while the course and distance classified win for Broughton's Compass is encouraging, seeing as these are still early days for him with his new trainer. No Diggity, so close last time, is second on the list to Rescue a Dame, for whom the return of cheap pieces might just do the trick. So Rescue a Dame then is the selection, this time for the Racing Post Spotlight, and it's 7-1. No Diggity being the market leader, though, the runners hopefully about to go into the stalls fairly soon. 85-40, No Diggity. Shadow Angel 9-4, and Rescue a Dame 7-1. Then Broughton's Compass 15-2, Sparkle in His Eye 17-2, Ballybay Moonshiner and Purple Poppy both 14-1, and it is 33-1 and bigger for the rest of them for our next visit to Kempton this afternoon. And the loading up is now starting to take place, although number 11 there, Nicky Baby, Dean Ivory's runner, the grey, is a wee bit reluctant, so they've stuck the blindfold on it. That hasn't had the effect, and just getting a little bit worked up at the moment. Nicky Baby going in gradually to help complete the loading up process here. Nicky Baby's by Dark Angel, that prolific sire. He's also responsible here for Joe Toot's runner, more fancied Shadow Angel, which is the 85-40 favourite. So a mile ahead of them for the 3:45 race. Our penultimate event on the card this afternoon. It's been quite good finishes today. Shadow Angel was runner-up 18 days ago. Can it go one better then? It had 150 days off the track when finishing second, finishing really well. And this will only be its second attempt at the mile. Shadow Angel, Dave Probert on board. There's the top jockey here as well to guide it round. So I'm reluctant to use the title worthy favourite, but it's definitely on your short list, that's for sure. No Diggity was also runner-up 19 days ago. Of course, that one was beaten by Broughton's Compass. No Such Luck ran in that race as well. So those three all met 19 days ago, and it was Broughton's Compass who came out on top on that occasion. Rescue Dame, as we've heard, is the Racing Post spotlight pick, but they reckon that the cheek pieces back on might just garner some improvements from Simon Dow's charge. So yet another one to consider in this Class 6 mile contest as the loading up continues. A bit slow, but Loina is one of the big outsiders. 66 to 1 goes in. Can't be too many more left out the back, surely. Number 6 moving forward now, My Boy Frankie, beginning to give Ross O'Ryan a double. And as we pan back, No Such Luck is out the back. Surely that's the last one to go forward. They've been putting them in for ages now. So stand by. No Such Luck goes in to just about complete the lineup for our 6th race. Then we're set to go. And they're off and away. Bally Bay Moonshiner was very slow coming out, so that's going to have to play a little bit of catch up. And Rescue Dane also in the rear in the early stages, so they sort themselves out. Sparkle in His Eye is one of the first to show. Sparkle in His Eye right on the inside of the field. Purple Poppy is moving up on that one's outside into a share of the lead. Just a little bit wider of them then. That is My Boy Frankie. They're well bunched up behind them though. Broughton's Compass wouldn't be too far off the pace. Loina up on the outside of the field. Pops just a narrow leader there for a stride or two. No Such Luck is tucked in just off the pace at present as they start the turn in. Bally Bay Moonshiner has overcome that slow start to get into contention now. And as they start the turn towards the home straight, Nicky Baby in mid-division is trying to make up some ground towards the leaders. Just further back in the field now, Broughton's Compass, and Dillon's Ruby is also at the back of the field at present. Rescue Dame has got plenty to do, and as they start the turn for home now, Sparkle in His Eye continues to lead the way with Aidan Brooke on board, and Purple Poppy up on the outside of the field, and now just going a bit lower. No Diggity continues to take closer order. Bally Bay Moonshiner is also creeping into contention here, and from the back of the field, Rescue Dame is also getting into it. Shadow Angel has got plenty to do as they make their way now inside the final furlong. Sparkle in His Eye with over on the far side. It's Bally Bay Moonshiner sticking to its task, and No Diggity on the near side. It's a line of 3 into the closing stages to go. Sparkle in His Eyes, No Diggity on the near side. Over on the far side is Bally Bay Moonshiner. The three of them in a line. They're going to go past Sparkle in His Eye. Just, I think, Mickey Hammond's charge holds on narrowly. It's tight though. Sparkle in His Eye might well have just held on there from No Diggity on this near side, and Bally Bay Moonshiner. It is tight this, and the judge has called for the evidence of the camera, but my eye was drawn during commentary to Sparkle in His Eye, who's tried to make all of the running here, and it looks as though it's just got its nose down on the line. Only its nose though from No Diggity on the near side, so I'm going to have to wait for confirmation from the judge just to be on the safe side. But Mickey Hammond's runner making the 246 mile journey down from Midland. Sparkle in His Eye. Dual all-weather scorer a couple of years ago when it was trained by William Haggis. Went over to France and hasn't won yet for Mickey Hammond in 6 starts. But this was its 7th start for Mickey today and might well have come out on top. Shadow Angel, very disappointing. It was back in the field, held up near the back, barely merited a mention in dispatches, and a bit of a flat performance, if we're honest, from the favourite there, Shadow Angel. It just never threatened to get involved. The front three have finished clear in the end, from Rescue Dame, who continued to stay on in 4th. And just hearing the judge is calling it sparkle in his eye, as we suspect it has been called the winner. So sparkle in his eye, making every single yard of the running, has opened it to count for Mickey Hammond here at odds of 9-1. So 9-1 for the SP of the winner then. Had won a couple of times when it was trained by William Agus a few seasons ago, but 9-1 for Mickey Hammond. No Diggity only just denied there in second place, No Diggity, and that was 9-4 joint favourite on the off. So 9-4 joint favourite finishing second, and Ballybay Moonshiner, Shane Kelly brought that one with a steady run up the rail. He was getting there all the time, got into contention. The 14-1 chances have run really, really well, hasn't it? But it just couldn't quite reel in sparkle in his eye. So that's the outcome for you then. Shadow Angel, the other 9-4 joint favourite. As I said there, when just summing it up, ultimately disappointing. It was covered up mainly back in the field. Shadow Angel, just looking at the replay, had about 3 just behind it, but it never threatened to get involved. So disappointing, but not if you back sparkle in his eye. That was your winner. Let's tidy up the result then for you before we have a look at what will be our final race of the afternoon. That will be off at 4:20. But here's the result from Kempton for the 3:45 race. That is coming up now. Kempton 3:45. First, number 3, Sparkle in His Eye, 9-1. Second, number 7, No Diggity, 9-4 joint favourite. And third, number 4, Ballybay Moonshiner, 14-1. The other joint favourite, number 2, Shadow Angel. Non-runner, number 5, Broughton's Flair, 13 ran. So that is the outcome for you. Let me just put the results into our results box once again for our latest contest. That was the 3:45 race then from Kempton this afternoon, which brings us once again up to date. Let's just do a brief review as well. In the 3:45 race at Kempton, Shadow Angel and No Diggity were the joint favourites for the contest. Contrasting runs from that pair though, because Shadow Angel never really managed to get into it, and it was always at best in mid-division and just plugging on at the one pace, in contrast to No Diggity, who made a real fist of it, but in the end could not get past a very resilient Sparkle in His Eye, a former William Haggis inmate from a couple of seasons ago. Mickey Hammond hadn't managed to get to the bottom of it until this occasion, but at the 7th time of asking for Mickey, Sparkle in His Eye out in the lead under Aidan Brooks, and that's where he stayed, making every single yard of the running, as No Diggity threw down their challenge on the near side of it, and Ballybay Moonshiner came with a good run on the far side, and the 3 of them treated us to a real thrilling finish. But Sparkle in His Eye somehow from somewhere found extra reserves and managed to hold on to win by the narrowest of margins from No Diggity and also from Ballybay Moonshiner. The rest of them not really within hailing distance, although Rescue Dame was off to a slow start early on, was steadied at the back by Kieran Schumark and was noted making its way through the field into 4th place when it was all over. So that perhaps augurs well for Rescue Dame's chances then for the near future, finishing 4th, just out of the money on this occasion. So we'll put the review in for you then for the 3:45 race on the card, and then we'll have a Kempton for the 3:45 race. And there's the result in, and just to put the review in as well now in Kempton to keep us up to date. So as I say, one more to go. That'll be at 4:20 for our final race, and they all go. So no non-runners for the final race. All 12 go for the final race on the card this afternoon. Then just having a quick look. See, Rosser Ryan rides Eltham Place for David Simcock. That'll be well fancied to give Rosser another winner on the card today. He began the meeting, of course, by riding a winner, excelling, so he's looking for a first and last race double on the card this afternoon. Mickey Hammond has just had the latest winner.
Standing in the Scorpions' way of the Silly National, Guinea. Cabadewar aside without their talisman and captain, Naby Keita, but they were solid enough in the group stages, and they are going to fight for their captain. The winners of this match will face either Cameroon or Comoros in the next round. But the Scorpions are in uncharted waters, and Guinea haven't won a knockout game since 1976. Therefore, one of these sides has to break the mould, and this should be an enthralling contest at the Kouakong Stadium in Bafoussam. This is how the two sides will line up. Diawara has made 5 changes from the side that lost 2-1 to Zimbabwe. A few of them are enforced, so they line up as follows. In goal, Ali Keita. Back 3 of Ibrahima Sori Conte, Mohamed Ali Kamara, Saidu Sow, and then what we believe is going to be a midfield 5 of Ibrahima Cisse, Ajibu Kamara, Amadou Diawara, Iliash Mariba, Pa Kanote, Mohamed Bayo and Jose Kante. And on the bench for Guinea we have Musa Kamara, Ibrahima Kone, Mikel Diastam, Mori Konate, Fode Kamara, Mamadou Kane, Ibrahima Sori Conte, Morlai Sila, Mamadou Diallo, Sori Kaba and Morgan Giavogi. That is how Guinea line up. Meanwhile, Gambia, well, they've made 3 changes from the side that beat Tunisia. The Belgian coach Tom Sanfete has gone with this team. So in goal, Babukar Guy, and then a back 4 from right to left of Saidi Janko, James Gomez, Omar Colley, Ibu Turai, and then a midfield 3 of Ibrahima Darbo, Suleiman Mare, Youssoufa Bob, and then what we believe is going to be a front 3 of Modou Barrow, Moussa Barrow, and up front, Albi Jallo. So there is the starting lineup for the Scorpions, and on the bench, well, they have Modou Job, Mohamed Mbai, Pa Modou, Dorda Ungum, Ibrahima Sona, Ibrahima Colley, Youssoufa Nji, Dembo Barbo, Hassan Cisse, Lamin Jallo, Mohamed Bada Moussi, Boubacar Job and Mohamed Jallo in Bai. So there are the 2 teams. Should be a fantastic game, this one. As I said, both teams, this one, big chance for Gambia, their first time in the Africa Cup of Nations. Can they get to the quarterfinals? They're a tiny little country of Gambia. Senegal surrounds the whole place on all 3 sides, but they have been fantastic in this tournament so far, unbeaten in all the games. They finished 2nd on goal difference to Mali. The fans are in fantastic voice. There's some great dancing going on. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. I cannot wait for this game to get underway, and we look like we're going to be getting underway very shortly. Both teams in a huddle. As I say, Guinea without 2 key players, especially Isiga Sila was carried off the field against Zimbabwe due to an injury, so he's missed out. He scored the only goal in their only win in the group stage, so they're going to miss him. And of course, the key man, Liverpool, Naby Keita, who scored an absolute world-class goal last week against Zimbabwe, but misses the tournament. The referee is Aman Omar from Egypt. This is only his 2nd game. He had 1 game in the group stage, Cape Verde against Burkina Faso. And we are going to get underway. The sun is out. It's warm down there. It's 34 degrees at the moment in Cameroon. And we are underway. And it is Gambia to get us underway. They are kicking from left to right. They're in all white. And Guinea are in red. And straight away, it's one of the centre-backs for Guinea who's collected the ball. The left-sided one, Ibrahima Conte, carries it forward over the halfway line. Then he fires one over the top, and that's going to be his first touch for Guy, the Gambian goalkeeper who missed the first 2 games, but started in the 1-0 win over Tunisia and turned in a man of the match performance. He's kept 4 clean sheets so far in his short international career, and he's rightly been given another chance. Here comes Jallo, skipping away past a couple, and then he's brought down by the giant Ibrahima Conte, and already Gambia will have an early free kick. So as I mentioned, Gambia kicking from left to right, so when they are attacking, the near side will be the right-hand side, the far side will be the left-hand side. There's a ball threaded through here, in behind, and here come Gambia. They whip it in low, and it's a chance already, but it's cleared away at the near post. What brilliant approach play that was from the Scorpions. Low ball into the box, and it was Modou Barrow who was coming in at the back post, and he was inches away from making the required contact to give Gambia a very, very early lead. But Guinea have the ball again with Mariba just over the halfway line. He's playing as the left-sided central midfielder so far, the RB Leipzig man. And he plays it back to Conte, the centre-back. And then this is now Amadou Diawara. And he finds Ibrahima Cisse, who is usually a defensive midfielder, playing at right wing-back. He has played at right wing-back for the whole tournament. Have to say his crossing in the last game was awful. So let's hope he improves it a little bit more. Lovely skill from Ajibu Kamara, about 25 yards from goal, wide on the right. Finds Ibrahim Cisse, takes a touch, whips a ball in, and it goes straight out of play for a goal kick. And that's what I was talking about, the awful crossing. And, well, if it's going to be like that, Mohamed Bayo is not going to get much service throughout this game. Hopefully he can improve as the game goes on. But Bayo is a striker who's been linked with the likes of West Ham. They were very heavily linked actually in December because of his great goal record in Ligue 1 this season, but he needs service. Here comes Gambia's left back bursting over the halfway line. It's Touray. And then in the end, Jose Kante, the striker, gets back at him. And the ball's threaded into Mariba just inside the Guinea half. And then he is fouled. We're going to have an early free kick for the National Elephants, who Ajibu Kamara gets us underway. Finds Parkanote bursting over the halfway line now on this near side. Whips the ball in with his left foot and wins an early corner for Guinea. So Guinea are going to be attacking from right to left. So the near side, when they're attacking, will be the left-hand side, and the far side will be the right-hand side. And as I mentioned for Gambia, it will be the other way around. So that's just how I'm going to be describing the game for you. So this corner is going to be taken from the near side by the looks of it. All the big centre-backs have gone forward, of course. No Naby Keita, but they've still got options. And it looks like it's going to be Ajibu Kamara who's going to take this one. Right-footed in-swinger from the Olympiacos man, signed from Lille last summer. This is his first start of the tournament. Ajibu Kamara, one arm raised. A lot of nonsense going on in the penalty area. It's sent into the back post. It's flicked on and then comes climbing over the top. And Bayo's in! And Bayo lashes it over the bar. But that was a big opportunity for the Guinea striker to get his first goal of the tournament. It was corner. It was nodded back in over the top. And Bayo just lurking at the far post. Made clean contact with a volley. About 6 yards out, but he can't convert, and that's a big opportunity early on that goes begging. But the pitch is looking a lot better than some of the other pitches I've seen so far in this tournament, so hopefully that will contribute to a good game. And both sides have looked dangerous going forward already. We're 4.5 minutes in. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 0. Good header away by Mohamed Ali Kamara, the central Guinea centre-back. Then lashed away by Omar Colley. Plays for Sampdoria, does the Guinean captain. Then nodded back by James Gomez. And now here is Mare. This was up to Moussa Barrow, who's been a star of the tournament so far. 1 goal and 2 assists for the Bologna man for Gambia. Has been excellent in this tournament so far. So let's see how he continues. Meanwhile, Gambia have the ball just inside the Guinea half. Play it through the thirds. Nice ball into Jallo. Jallo tries to squeeze it through for Moussa Barrow, but it's going to be a corner for Gambia now. Loose pass back from Ibrahim Cisse on that occasion, and we're going to have an early corner for the Scorpions. So corner apiece. Can Guinea defend it better than Gambia did? Jallo played the ball through, and Cisse trying to play it back to Ali Keita, his goalkeeper, and gets it horribly wrong. And it'll be a corner that Moussa Barrow will take. 23-year-old is Moussa Barrow. He's played every minute of this tournament so far. And he sends it in right-footed, in-swinging, and it's absolutely a terrible ball in. But referee spotted some pulling in the box. So, quick warning, and the corner will be taken again. I think referee blew his whistle before Barrow got to deliver, and I'm sure he'd be relieved about that because it wasn't a great ball in. This time again, out in swinger again, whips it in, much better that time. Headed away at the near post though. It was on target from Moussa Barrow. I don't know if he was intending to go for goal, and Ajibu Kamara has fouled his man, and we're going to have a free kick for Gambia, and it was Darboe who was fouled. Plays for Roma currently, 11 senior appearances for Jose Mourinho's side. Quite the story. Darboe arrived in Italy as a 14-year-old refugee, and he's managed to turn himself into a professional footballer, which is just incredible, and it's nice to see him representing Gambia. The free kick sent into the box, and it comes out to Jallo on the right-hand side of the penalty area. It's a deep ball into the back post, and it comes out and it's lashed over the top from about 12 yards on a difficult angle by that man, Musa Barrow. He probably even had time to bring that down, really. It was the deep in-swinging ball from the right-hand side of the penalty area, so it was in-swinging with his left foot from Jallo, and it was headed away as far as Musa Barrow, who made clean contact with his volley, couldn't keep it down, and that's 2 good opportunities in this game already, and we're just about 7 minutes in. Guinea come forward now. Parkanote is in behind. Can he get into the box? No, he can't, because James Gomez swings across and deals with it brilliantly. James Gomez, only 20-year-old. This is his 8th cap, and he's played every minute of the tournament so far. And he plays for AC Horsens in the Danish second tier. I'll tell you what, he won't be playing there for long, given his performances in this tournament so far, especially how good Gambia have been defensively. So another corner, in-swinger from Ajibu Kamara. Steps up, whips it in. Thumped away at the near post. Oh, just over the head of Ali Kamara. And away comes Modu Barrow, who was then trod on by the big centre-back Ali Kamara. And it'll be a free kick for Gambia. If you've got any comments, please send them in to me on Twitter at JackCun96. I'd love to hear what you've got to say about the game, or any feedback or anything. That would be fantastic. And straight after this one, you can tune in to my good friend Matt Isles. He'll be giving you commentary of Comoros against Cameroon, the winner of which plays the winner plays here. Musa Barrow's in behind, and Ali Kamara's come across, and well, he caught him late, but the ball was already back with Ali Keita. But Gambia already, well, showing great intent to get forward with the ball and play progressive passes through the thirds. Guinea now restart inside their own half. Amadou Diawara back to Saidou Sow, 19-year-old, plays for San Etienne, not play against Zimbabwe. This is Mariba over the halfway line, slips on the turf but squeezes it back to Ibrahima Conte. Conte clips one over the top for Bayo, headed away but only as far as Jose Kante wriggles his way through and wins his side a free kick about 25 yards from goal. Gambian players are not happy, but he was sandwiched between a few white shirts there. And this is a good opportunity. Good play from Jose Kante, has to be said, picking up the second ball. Then he showed nice little feet to dance his way past a couple, and then he was brought down by a combination of Mare. Yeah, it was Mare and it was James Gomez. So centre-back and one of the central midfielders causing the problems there. So 10 minutes in, this is a good opportunity for Guinea to at least get a shot on target. Yeah, so it's left of centre, just outside of the D, so about 25 yards out, I would say. There's 2 men over it currently, although Iliash Mariba has been waved away, and it is going to be Ajibu Kamara who is going to take responsibility. What can he do with this? Well, there's a 5-man Gambian wall, including one lying down behind the wall in that seems to be new modern position. So what can Kamara do? It's a big wall to get over, including the 2 centre-backs are in it. It's Kamara. He steps up, he gets it over the wall, and he gets it over the bar as well. Not a bad effort from Kamara. Don't think Guy would have got there, but just didn't come down in time. Yeah, he whipped it over the wall. If he'd been about 5 yards further out, probably would end up in the top corner, but that's the way it is. That's the way it goes, isn't it? So, yes, still 0-0 here. Ball played forward by Guy. Brought down in the midfield by Yusufa Bob. Finds Turai. Turai into Darbo. Darbo plays a nice ball through to Musa Barrow. Barrow into Modu Barrow, the former Reading and Swansea man. Looking to drive it, Ibrahima Cisse on that far side. He's got 2 Guinea shirts around him, and he wins a side of throw. It's going to probably be in line with the penalty spot. There is the Belgian coach Santa Fe. Done a very, very good job with this Gambia side, hasn't he? Right, throw quickly taken. Back to the left back, Turai, whips it in, and then it's stabbed away by Ali Kamara, and then it's cleared again up towards Ajibu Kamara, and then he thumps out of play for a throw to Gambia. So it's going to be taken midway inside the Guinea half. And quickly... This is now Musa Barrow. Barrow goes for goal! Barrow's denied by a save by Ali Keita, and then the cross is sent back in, and then Keita gathers it on the rebound. But what an absolutely thunderous strike that was by Musa Barrow. He turned, he unleashed an absolute rocket with his left foot, nearly knocked Keita out. And he did well to palm that away, because that was travelling. Here come Guinea through Ibrahima Conte. Ball cleared. And Dordagum will take it. Long throw. Forward. Goes straight out of play for a throw. Well, it appears as if Gambia have made two very late changes to their starting lineup. Do apologise about that. That was not how it was initially presented, but the right back and left back are actually entirely different. So it's Dorda Ungum will be playing at right back rather than Saidi Janko, and Pa Modu will be playing at left back. So I do apologise about that. Ball played forward here, and it's going to run out of play for a goal kick. Well, no, throw just deep in the corner that Ungum holds off. Usually a midfielder is Ungum, so filling in. This is his first time in the AFCON as well, first game in the AFCON. Hasn't had a club since August 2021, so obviously struggling to find a club. Meanwhile, James Gomez struggling with an injury. That would be a blow for Gambia, has to be said. Ungum will take the throw deep inside the Gambian half, launches it forward up towards Darboe. Darboe tries to win it back off Mariba, and Mariba can't win aside the throw, and it'll be another one on this near side that Ungum will take. It's about 20 yards from his own goal, and he's winding it up and he launches it forward, and it's flicked on by Darboe, then lashed away by Ibrahima Conte. Comes back through for Modibu Barrow here, over the halfway line to Jallo. Nice interplay to Musa Barrow, skips past one, and then is kicked mercilessly to the floor by the big young boy centre-back Mohamed Ali Kamara. He just waves his right leg to try and stop Musa Barrow and catches him, and that is a very blatant free kick. He's gone for the ball, I think, Mohamed Ali Kamara, but Musa Barrow's too quick, and he's been the standout player of this game so far. Looks very, very lively, does the Bologna man. So 15, well, just coming up to 16 minutes in. Guinea 0, Gambia 0. It's going to be Yusufa Bob to take it. It's about 40 yards from goal. It's right of centre. So quite a long way away to go. There's 5 white shirts in there. It's cleared away at the near post. Comes out to... Well, held it off there in the corner, and it will be a corner. And it was James Gomez, the centre-back, who got his body in the way. And Gambia have another chance to load the box and cause some problems for Sili Nacional. It'll be Musa Barrow again on that far side. So a right-footed in-swinger from Barrow. Sends it in, and Keita punches it away. Comes out to this near side where Jallo picks it up now. Gets it onto his left foot. Skips past one. Then plays it infield again. He makes an incisive run, but he's ignored. Then it's cleared up, and here come Guinea now. But Gambia have won it back, and it's all the way back with Guy. It was Omar Colley who won the ball back there and finds Guy. So goalkeeper then finds Parmodu, the record appearance maker for Gambia. Ball launched forward, and Keita has come out of his box and cleared it with his feet. And then flicked on by Mariba. Kante goes up, beaten to it by Ngum. Then Amadou Diawara wins it. And then looks like a foul by... Well, it's a foul on Mariba. Mariba's rolling around in agony. And Amin's going to have to come over and assess the situation. It was Mari who went in with the other challenge. He's down, currently receiving treatment as well. But the free kick has gone against him. Meanwhile, the ball is getting sanitised. Crowd still in fine voice here. The sections of Gambian supporters and sections of Guinea fans all enjoying it, and all the neutral Cameroonians, Cameroon fans as well. They're all enjoying it as well. Finally seeing some knockout football. Mariba slipped, and then Maria came in, and as he slips Mariba, Maria kicks the back of his left leg, and that's why Mariba's in so much pain. And that's also why Maria is down struggling as well. Yeah, ball played now out to Sao. So finds Amadou Diawara just inside the centre circle. Finds Ibrahima Conte just over the halfway line. That left-sided centre-back role. Goes on a wander. Then loses it. Clipped away by James Gomez. Up towards Moussa Barrow. Ibrahima Conte lashes it back over the top. And Guy will collect. And he can start again. Gambia certainly playing the better football, has to be said. Just not being able to find the breakthrough as of yet. Guinea with that one good opportunity for Mohamed Bayo, but apart from that, nothing else. Keita's had to make one really strong save from an absolute thunderous strike by Moussa Barrow. And Gambia have also created a few other presentable opportunities. Here's Gomez, the right-sided centre-back, drills one through in the direction of Modou Barrow. And Ibrahima Cissé slices it back to Keita. Looks like he hurt himself in the process, did Keita, but Sao clears up the line. Thumped away by Colley, and we'll have a throw for Guinea inside their own half. 20 minutes gone. Guinea 0, Gambia 0. So I'd mention that Gambia, coming at this tournament, were ranked 150th in the FIFA World Rankings. Well, no matter what happens now, that will definitely change, because they've got through to the knockout rounds. But how far can they go? It's been an impressive start from them so far. Ball smashed out of play by Sao there. That was really, really poor. Amadou Diawara, sorry. Terrible pass by him. Expect better from a player who plays for Roma in Serie A, although Jose Mourinho has barely used him this season, and I guess with passing like that, you can sort of see why. Try to clip it out to Parkanotte and just put it miles behind him. Meanwhile, Gambia have given it away from that throw as well. And Guinea start again on this near side. Lose the ball instantly though. But Bob finds Colley. Colley's got the left back alongside him, or he's got Mari in deep. Finds Darbo instead. Then back to Colley. Colley wants some movement inside his own half. Sends it back to Guy, the goalkeeper. He then rolls it out to Colley ever so slightly. Then this is, well, the pace of the game suddenly just gone. Gambia happy to knock it around at the back. Kante has come in and laid a late one on Maria there, and he could be the first yellow card of the game. That was so needless from the Guinean forward. Maria had held on the ball a bit long, but Kante comes in and just shoves him to the ground well after the ball's gone. It's already at the feet of James Gomez by the time Kante runs into him, but doesn't look like that's worthy of a yellow card. So just a warning for the Spanish-born striker. This is now Guy. Should be mentioned that Gambia are actually in really good form. Won 6 of their last 11 games. And certainly look like a team on the up. Jallo sprays it across to Kohli, who lumps it forward, but then can't find the intended target. And this is now Parkanote. Fires the ball through to Bayo, who's in the left side of the penalty area. Deep cross. Guy comes out and collects. It was a late run from Ajibu Kamara, but he couldn't quite get there. Ball launched forward by Guy. Going to drop through for the experienced Keita, who balls it out quickly to Ibrahima Konate. He finds Moriba in this left-sided midfield role. He dinks one over the top with his right foot. Konate's getting after it. He gets there just in the corner flag. Ngum comes across, slams into him, and wins his side of throw. Good defending from Ngum. Didn't let Konate get a turn and get a cross in. Gambia clear it up the line. Musa Barrow gives chase, but it's going to run through for the Guinean keeper, Keita, who lifts it forward. Moriba flicks it on, up to Bayo. Offside. Well, it was offside, but play continues through Bob. Finds the left back, Modu. Back into Mari. Mari with the outside of his right boot finds Musa Barrow, who's got 3 Guinean shirts around him and is fouled by Ibrahima Konate. So that's twice now that Barrow's been fouled. Both centre-backs, well, centre-backs seem to be taking the turns on him. Free kick taken quickly by Bob, just inside the Guinean half on the right-hand side of midfield. Sprayed across to the left-back, who's just inside the Guinea half as well. He plays it forward now to Darbo, and Darbo fires a ball back at James Gomez. And Guinea and Gambia have to start again. Gives a chance of Guinea to push out, and they do through Jose Kante. And then, not the best ball forward by Gomez, but cleared and picked up by Jallo. And Jallo's made a foul on a Moriba. Getting a bit gritty this game now, I suppose, after quite a intense start. Both teams having good presentable opportunities, but nothing since then. This is Ajibu Kamara inside his own half, clips one forward with his right foot, and it's going to go, well, it's not even going to reach the byline there, so it's picked up by Ngum, who can carry it out from his right back role. Now he fires one forward with his right foot, straight out of play. Suddenly the quality in this game has just disappeared. Maybe the heat taking its toll. Obviously, of course, as well, the stakes are so high, aren't they? Because Guinea, they finished second in 1976, but since then they haven't won a knockout game. And Gambia, of course, never been this far in the tournament. So you can understandable nerves, really. Parkanote with his throw from his left back role, plays it forward. Musa Barrow beaten to it by Diawara, and Diawara goes back to Keita, and Keita under pressure from Musa Barrow, plays it up towards Ibrahima Cisse. He can't keep it in play, and Gambia will have the throw just inside the Guinea half, and it will be Modu to take. Modu takes it, then plays it back to Kohli. Kohli finds Mari, all inside the Gambian half at the moment. Played across to the right-hand side where Gomez is here. 50-50% on possession so far. 2 shots for Guinea, 3 shots for Gambia. Moriba flicks it round the corner, but can't find a red shirt. Ngum sees it out. For a player who's not usually a right-back and doesn't have a professional club, he's had a good, strong opening 25 minutes of this game as Ngum. Lift it forward, Conte wins it, then Parkanote inside his own half, dinks it forward with his left foot. Smashed forward again. Picked up by Ibrahima Konate, that left-sided centre-back. Finds Diawara, that's a clever ball into Kante, through the midfield, through the Gambian midfield. Kante forces it back, and then a foul is given against Gambia, so Kante win the side of free kick, taken quickly. Moriba finds Parkanote, who's one-on-one with Ngum, but plays it back to Moriba. And then Mohamed Bayo links up with Mariba, who was then clipped late by Bob. And that is the first yellow card of the game. Yusufa Bob goes into the book. Not sure it was the worst challenge in the world, just caught Mariba slightly late. And that is his first booking of the tournament after missing the opening game. He has played the full 90 against Mali and Tunisia. And he is now the first player into Omar Amin's book. This is an opportunity for Guinea. Set piece. Chance to get men in the box. They've got Mohamed Bayo in there. They've got Ibrahima Conte in there. Kante's in there. Saidou Sow's in there as well. Got 2 goals for Saint-Étienne this season, has Saidou Sow. It's about 30 yards from goal. It's very much 15 yards in off the near touchline. It's Kamara. He whips it into the back post. It's a good ball, but just over the head of everyone. Really good idea from Kamara. I like that. It was Conte at the back post who just couldn't quite grow enough to nod it back across, and there was about 3 or 4 red shirts waiting for what could have easily been the opening goal. Clever idea by Kamara though. Sort of a dink into that back post area, just not the execution on this occasion, and Gambia can start again through Gomez. Gomez's ball is missed by Jallo. Picked up by Ajibu Kamara, finds Mohamed Bayo. Bayo gets past, well, he doesn't get past Colley because Colley has been fantastic in this tournament and sticks out a massive leg to stop Bayo potentially breaking through for an easy one-on-one. Parkanate now goes on a run, drills his cross in, it's behind everyone, and the white shirt's clear. Calmly through Modu, and then into Darbo, who skips past a couple, gets over the halfway line but can't find Musa Barrow. Then comes back in and wins another challenge. And it's launched forward, and Colley was going to go back to his goalkeeper, but he just wraps his left boot around it and thumps it away. Standout player is Omar Colley. He would have to say 29-year-old. This is 34th cap. Played every minute of the tournament. Does play in Serie A. And he has made over 100 appearances for Sampdoria. So he is the key man, and he's been brilliant so far in this game as well. Rock solid. Just about to approach the half-hour mark. Still Guinea nil, Gambia nil. Of course, straight after this, we will have commentary of Cameroon against Comoros. And the winner of this game will play the winner of that game. Parkanote picks up the ball here. Finds Moriba, hugging the left-hand touchline. Plays it across to Mohamed Ali Kamara, just over the halfway line now. He fires one over the top, straight into the arm of Mohamed Guy. Trying to find Mohamed Bayo there, but Boubacar Guy was the one who gathered the ball. Was trying to find Bayo. Just not the right ball on that occasion, has to be said. And Guy can play it forward out of his hands. Does. Seeking out Musa Barrow. It hits off Conte, and then Parkanote launches it up the line. Ungum cleverly plays it infield to Bob. Bob with his left foot plays it across to Modu. Into Mare, who's just over the halfway line now. He prods one forward into Darbo. Darbo under pressure, squeezes it back to Modu. And Modu goes back to Colley. And Colley slips one inside to Bob, who's just over the halfway line now. And fires one over the top. And Barrow has made the run. And Barrow's in behind here. Modu Barrow gets his cross in. And it's headed away by Kamara. And it drops perfectly for the goalkeeper, Keita. Offside in the end, went up against Modu Barrow. It wouldn't have counted, but good defending from Mohamed Ali Kamara, with Musa Barrow lurking at the back post. This is Keita. Finds Ibrahima Conte. Conte finds Konate. Konate into Moriba, all still inside the Guinea half this. Then Moriba goes over that halfway line to Kante. Kante spins, allowed to turn. Instantly swarmed upon though as soon as he did turn, and here come Gambia through Jallo, who've not seen much of. He's had a really good tournament so far, scored both of Gambia's wins. This is his 16th cap, and he has 4 goals. But not seen anything of him as of yet. Ungum will take this throw here, just inside the Guinea half. gives it away poorly, to be honest. Picked up by Bayo. Bayo finds Kante, then back to Bayo. First time the strikers have linked up. Back to Kante, and then the other return, couldn't reach him. Modou Barrow lifts it over the top. Headed away by Parkanote. Gambia win a back throw. Darbo finds Bob. Darbo into Jallo. Jallo travels across the field. He's on the far side now. And then this is Mare again. He lifts one into the box. Punched away. It's Keita. He's headed it off. Well, he's punched it off his own man. He's been injured in the process. And a free kick's been given. But that was nearly a disaster for Guinea. Ball, bit of a nothing ball in, really. Keita comes out to punch it rather than grab it. Punches it straight off Ibrahima Conte. But Modou Barrow had clattered the Guinean keeper. It was definitely a foul. Absolutely thundered into him, and he's currently down receiving some treatment as we speak. Eyes on the ball from Modou Barrow, but can't be doing that in this day and age. 33 minutes gone. Guinea 0, Gambia 0. Keita finds Ibrahima Conte, who's just in that left side centre-back role again. Plays it into Moriba. Conte across to the other side of the field now, so on the right-hand side for Sao. Sao with a brilliant ball over the top. Ajibu Kamara gets to the byline, into the penalty area, does well, then just loses his footing. And it's going to be a goal kick. Nearly an opportunity there for Guinea, and he has took on the creative responsibility of not having Naby Keita in the side. Has Ajibu Kamara, and that was a brilliant touch because it was a fired ball into him over the top by Sao, and then just as he's about to get his cross in, he slips, and Kaba Diawara, who used to be a striker himself, was not happy with that at all. But I have to say, a bit unlucky in my view, because he's one of the only Guinea players who's trying to create something. This is now Colli. Colli lifts one into Ungum. Back to Gomez. Gomez finds Bob. Bob finds Mare. Very interchangeable midfield three is that from Gambia. Mare tries to find Jallo just over his head. And it'll be a throw for Guinea. Gets a round of applause though from Safé. Quite a controversial past for the Belgian. Tried to join Nigeria as their technical director and was denied his visa back in 2013. So having a lot more success with Gambia now. Kante with a good, nearly a good header. It was a long diagonal ball to him. He tried to flick it into the left wing back, but in the end went straight over Kanate's head, and Gambia will have the throw. Ungum takes it midway inside the Gambian half, up to Musa Barrow, who, after such a lively start, really faded out this game since that ridiculous strike that he had that nearly knocked Keita out. He hasn't done anything. Gambia unable to get him into the game. Bob whips it across to Marius, just inside his own half, and plays it right-footed across to Ungum. He's now over the halfway line, and he plays a interesting looking ball for Jallo, but he's not going to quite get there. That's what Jallo wants, though, the ball in behind. He's been indicating that's what he wants this whole game, but too much on it from Ungum on that occasion. But if they can replicate that, they might cause some problems for Guinea, because that Guinea back three is pretty immobile. This is Sao, who played that fantastic ball to Kamara moments ago. This is Mohamed Ali Kamara, the central centre-back. He lifts one forward, and Ungum nods it out, and Guinea have gained quite a lot of territory, and they're going to have the throw midway inside the Gambian half. Parkanote will take it on this near side. Finds Moriba. Moriba spins, then chops inside one, gets past another, threads it through for Kanate, and good defending in the end, and then Gambia lash it away. Back with Mohamed Ali Kamara, then Saidou Sow over the halfway line. Advance them forward on the far side. Plays a clever ball into Ajibu Kamara, who had a go at goal, was blocked. Comes back out to Sow. Plays it across to Ibrahima Conte. And he finds Kanate. And Kanate finds Moriba. Back to Conte. Conte with the clever ball. In behind to Bayo. Bayo on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Spins. Gets on his right foot. Clips one into the back post. Modu heads it away. And this is Barrow. He is now on the run. Bursting over the halfway line. Modu Barrow. Good slide and challenge across. Prevents his run getting any further, but he can motor, can Barrow. I have seen that in the Championship and Premier League. Got a lot of pace. Actually, it looks like he was caught there, rather than... That should have been a free kick, but it was given as a throw in the end, but he was actually taken out long after the ball had gone. This is now back, all the way back with the Gambian keeper, Guy, who clips one out to the far side. And Bob threads it back in field, but they've lost it high up the field now. It's Diawara. It's Bayo! It's blocked. It comes back to Bayo. And then Guy gathers it up and gobbles it up and prevents Bayo opening his account for the Africa Cup of Nations. He probably should have scored there. All Gambia's own doing, though. They have played well most of the time, but they lost the ball there in a bad position. Diawara got it down, threaded it through for Bayo. His first touch wasn't that good, and James Gomez with an absolutely superb block. Otherwise, Bayo would have definitely scored. Guy, meanwhile, down receiving treatment. It was brave from the goalkeeper, to be fair. He had a dive at Bayo's feet to prevent him tapping in the rebound. But that is a big opportunity, and that's two big opportunities now for Mohamed Bayo in this game. The fans, meanwhile, still going. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere, it really is. It's a 20,000 capacity stadium, this one. I'd say it's probably about half full. Obviously we can't see all of the stadium, but from what I can see, I'd probably say it was round about half full. Guy still currently down. Bayo has his head in his hands. Can't believe he didn't score. Clever ball by Diawara, first time into Bayo, got a touch, got into the box. His first touch wasn't the best, so he had to pull it from underneath him, but it's still a fantastic block from Gomez because his shot was rocketing into that far corner. Kante receiving some instructions from Kaba Diawara at the moment. And should mention that in terms of head-to-head record, Guinea beat Gambia 8-0 in their first ever meeting, which remains the Scorpions' biggest defeat to this day. Meanwhile, we're back underway. Omar Colley threads it over the halfway line to Darbo. Took a good touch. He's travelling infield, Darbo. He plays it back. It's picked up now by Musa Barrow, who goes for goal and blocked away by Ali Kamara. Meanwhile, Darbo's still down, and play will stop, so Darbo can receive some attention. And, well, Diawara was... It doesn't look good for Darbo. Instantly, physios have been waved on. Diawara holds his hands out as if he's innocent. I think he was really worried he was going into the book there. There's a lot of people around Darbo at the moment. Just having he's still on the floor. Omar Amin hasn't decided to dish out any punishment as of yet. It was a good run from Darbo. Got his way through a couple on the left-hand side of midfield and then came back into one at his right foot. Got a bit congested, and as he played the ball away, he was caught late. But he's back onto his feet now, is the Roma man. And, well, Guinea players and Gambian players are still arguing. Diawara still arguing, and let's see what the referee decides to do. Modu is furious, thinks that it should be a yellow card. But it was a combination of Diawara and then the massive frame of Ali Kamara thundering into Darbo. We're into the 42nd minute now. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 0, but there'll be no further action taken. I have to say, I do agree with that. I don't think Kamara could have got out the way, to be honest. And Gambia did have possession, so Mariba launches it back to Guy, and he can start proceedings all over again for the Scorpions, who you'd have to say, on the evidence of this first half, are not the team who was 70 places lower in the FIFA World Rankings, but maybe that shows you how good the FIFA World Rankings are. Here is Ibrahima Conte coming with the ball for Guinea inside his own half. Finds his centre-back partner Kamara, then across to Sao, who clips one forward with his right foot. Finds Kante, well, it should have found Kante or Kanate, and in the end it's bounced through both of them. There was a chance of an overload there if he could have brought it down, Jose Kante. Meanwhile, Kaba Diawara is getting a stern telling off from the fourth official. This is his first job as a manager, this Kaba Diawara. Got the job in October 2021. Meanwhile, the captains are being talked to now by Omar Amin. He's taking responsibility for this game. Amin Omar. And then this is Ungum with the throw. Finds Mari. Mari across to Modu. Modu slips one nicely into Darbouz on the half turn. But good defending from Diawara. Comes into Mariba over the halfway line. What can he do? He's got the overlapping run off Kanate. Ignores him. Comes in field. Tries to play an incisive ball to Kante. Denied. But then he does stop Gambia getting on the break through Jallo with a good interception. And that'll be a throw for Gambia instead. Just approaching half-time. I'll assume there'll be a couple of minutes added on here. Ungum's going to take this throw midway inside, well, about 15 yards away from the Guinea half. He launches it into the Guinea half, up towards Jallo. And that'll be another throw for Gambia, edging further and further forward. So it's been certainly a fascinating first half. Few big opportunities as well, specifically for Mohamed Bayo. And Gambia have created a few opportunities themselves. Musa Barrow with an excellent shot that was saved, and also a near miss. Nice ball through the third. Jallo tries to slip in Musa Barrow, and Kanate picks it up and then lifts it forward in the direction of Bayo. Colley lets it drop over his head and picked up by Guy. Do feel a bit sorry for the two Guinean strikers, to be honest. They've had what I can think of one cross to feed off. Both wing backs for Guinea either reluctant to get forward or just not good enough. Given away by Jallo though. Ajibu Kamara floats backwards, then finds Ibrahima Conte, picks up again Kamara. He's now floating around. Nice feet by Sao to get past Modu Barrow. Then Sao gives it away awfully. Jallo picks it up now. What can he do? Fires a nice ball through to Darbouz. They've got a 3-on-3 here. Musa Barrow, 30 yards from goal, onto his left foot. Plays it through to Darbouz. Darbouz shoots! And it's wide of the far post, but that was nearly the opening goal for Gambia. We're going to have 1 minute added time. That was nearly the opening goal for Gambia. It was given away poorly by Sao, and then Jallo played a nice ball through. Musa Barrow got it onto his left foot, thought he was going to shoot, but he played a clever ball through for Darbouz, who, on his weaker left foot, tried to skew it back into that far corner, and it was about a yard or so wide. I don't think Keita would have saved it, but that is another good opportunity that has gone begging. Meanwhile, Mohamed Ali Kamara has just played a horrible ball forward straight into the arms of Guy. And then this is Colley, and we've got about 10 seconds or so to go until Amin will blow his whistle. He's blown it already. That is half-time here. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 0. A half, a very nervy and cagey affair, but still a couple of good opportunities, specifically for Mohamed Bayo. Musa
The footballing action continues for you on this service on a Sunday the 23rd of January, and we will have unofficial off-tube studio commentary of 4 games in the Premier League, 3 kicking off at 2 p.m. and the final one getting underway at 4:30. At 2 p.m. over at the Emirates, Arsenal take on Burnley. The Gunners look to improve on their top 4 hopes, while Burnley are rock bottom of the standings and need to start picking up points if they're going to survive. Also at 2 p.m, Crystal Palace take...
Here we are, latest sporting headlines. I'm Tom Hill. We'll start with the news in tennis. There's been a whole host of matches in the Australian Open on the opening day. British number 1 Cameron Norrie says he doesn't know though why he didn't perform and didn't execute, as the nation's bid in the Australian Open singles made a disappointing start. Seeded 12th, he was outclassed by American rising star Sebastian Korda on day 1. It's a shadow of a former player who had a stellar 2021. He lost 6-3, 6-love, 6-4. He said, "It's so disappointing to start this year like this. Never really in the match at all. I played a loose game at the start of every set and it took care of his serve very well. I'm disappointed with my level throughout." 6 more Brits, led by Emma Raducanu and Andy Murray, play on Tuesday. Elsewhere in the tournament, and there was plenty of good wins for the so-called favourites. Japan's Naomi Osaka opened her defence of the Australian Open title, the dominant win over Colombia's Camila Osorio on day 1 in Melbourne. The champion in 2019 racing to a 5-0 lead in the first set, but Osorio fought back. She wrapped up her control of the match though with a 6-3, 6-3 win, did Osaka. Elsewhere into news with other results in the tournament, and there were some good performances from the likes of Rafael Nadal and Ashley Barty. Barty thrashed Leslie Tsurenko 6-love, 6-1 in just 54 minutes to reach the second round, while Nadal began his record for a 21st Grand Slam title by beating Marcos Giron 6-1, 6-4, 6-2. Into the NFL, and the San Francisco 49ers held up a late fight back by the Dallas Cowboys to claim a thrilling 23-17 win and earn the first upset of the NFL playoffs. Day 2 of the wildcard weekend saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers cruise to a 31-15 win over the Philadelphia Eagles, while the Kansas City Chiefs, who Tampa beat in last year's Super Bowl, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 42-21. In the NBA, a depleted Golden State Warriors side suffered a 119-99 defeat to the Minnesota Timberwolves on Sunday. There was out star player Stephen Curry, Draymond Green and Gary Payton II, who all missed the game through injury. Elsewhere, and into news in snooker, Masters champion Neil Robertson is using NFL legend Tom Brady as his inspiration as he tries to cement his place among snooker's greats. The Australian beat Barry Hawkins 10-4 on Sunday at London's Alexander Palace to win a second Masters title. Robertson said, "Winning multiple world titles is the last thing to tick. It's not too late to become a 3- or 4-time world champion. Look at Tom Brady. He's a massive inspiration," he said. Into news in the African Cup of Nations, and Equatorial Guinea stunned Algeria to leave the defending champions on the brink of a group stage exit. After the African Cup of Nations in Cameroon, Esteban Oyong slid in at the far post to convert a flick on and net the only goal with 20 minutes left in Douala, and that result will stay the same. The 70th minute winner, the only goal of the match. Real Madrid won a 12th Super Cup title as goals from Luka Modric and Karim Benzema secured victory against Athletic Bilbao in Saudi Arabia. Modric curled in a brilliant strike to give Real a first half lead at Ryder's King Fahd International Stadium. Benzema then made it 2-0 with a penalty after the video assistant referee awarded a spot kick for handball. And into news in Serie A, and leaders Inter Milan saw their 8-game winning match run come to an end as they were held to a goalless draw at Atalanta. That's all then for latest headlines. We'll have more news later.
Need to see us still there. I think 6-1 fairly comfortably, and it has. 6 to winner by a head or a neck. Better go neck. 6/2. Might be more actually. 6/2. 5 in third. So 6 to winner is won by half a length, I think. Looking at that again, but those photos, I lost my bowl on those. Get one of those wrong, it's not worth the grief. Going into the bends, a freeway go. Free couldn't get round 2, and as Free crowded with 2 had to put the brakes on a bit going into the first bend and lost a bit of momentum. Fair play to 2, Bonnie Connor. She's come back for more, hit the front going into the third bend. Either she didn't run a good third bend or 6 ran a fantastic third bend. It might have been a bit of both. 6 hits the front, but fair play to 2. She's come again down the running, but 6 a little bit too strong. And you could argue 2 is a bit unlucky. She did get crowded around the opening bend there, lost a bit of momentum at a key stage. But 6, a very brave winner, in fact, there, trapped 6 pennies, Papano. Been off the radar a little bit last 3 starts. In fact, it's not beaten a rival home, but has found trouble. So 6 Rewards the Faithful has beaten Trap 2, and it's a Photographer third, 5 and 4. Suspect it might be 5, but it's a Photographer third, 5 and 4. A credit to all concerned her. Right, here's running favourite Trap 2, Bonnie Connie. I said just 1 win from 17 goes in Trap 2. Here's running off and racing. Well, 2 and 3 go for a break early. They lead up from 6, 4, 1 and 5. 3 tries to clear 2, can't get round, and now 6 runs a great second bend. Papano's got loose in front, a length back to 2, who's going through the gears to chase 6 down. 2 and 6 go hard at it, the far turn. 2 strikes the front, but 6 comes again. 6 and 2 in a desperate duel. 2 lengths then back to 4, length back to 5. Off the last bend, 6 strikes the front again for the second time. 2's coming again for more. 6 and 2 in a thriller. Looks like 6 has said no over 2's close though. 6 and 2, 5 in third. Need to see her still there. I think 6 has won fairly comfortably, and it has. 6 to winner by a head or a neck. Better go neck. 6 over 2, might be more actually. 6 over 2, 5 in third. So 6 the winner has won by half a length, I think. Looking at that again, but those photos, I lost my bowl on those. Get one of those wrong, it's not worth the grief. Going into the bends, a freeway go. 3 couldn't get round 2, and as 3 crowded with 2 had to put the brakes on a bit going into the first bend and lost a bit of momentum. Fair play to 2, Bonnie Connie. She's come back for more, hit the front going into third bend. Either she didn't run a good third bend or 6 ran a fantastic third bend. It might have been a bit of both. 6 hits the front, but fair play to 2. She's come again down the running, but 6 a little bit too strong. And you could argue 2 was a bit unlucky. She did get crowded around the opening bend there, lost a bit of momentum at a key stage. But 6, a very brave winner in fact there, Trap 6, Pennies Papano. Been off the radar a little bit last 3 starts. In fact, it's not beaten a rival home, but has found trouble. So 6 Rewards the Faithful has beaten Trap 2, and it's a
Keita fires one towards Bayo. And James Gomez has fouled Bayo, climbing over the top of him. That'll be a free kick for Sili Nacional. Bayo climbed all over the back of by James Gomez, but they've lost it from the free kick of Guinea, and then Conte has made a foul, and Guinea, well, the inquest goes on because from their free kick they've given away a foul, and Jallo is rolling around in agony, and Conte will be lucky to escape a booking here, in my opinion. It was very late on Jallo, who was bursting away. Yeah, he just comes in there with his right foot and just kicks through Jallo in the end. It's a bit of an awkward challenge. And the 23-year-old is currently down, receiving treatment. Plays in the Jupiler Pro League for AFC Sarang. He's got 4 goals this season, 21 league appearances.
Gambia still
not done too much so far. The Gambian fans are still going, and so are the Guinea fans. A few dances going on in the crowd. Diawara has been told no more tackles like that. And Modu's also been told that. That's the second time that the referee has had to warn the captains. But he's only given out 1 yellow card so far for Bob in the first half. I have to say, I think Guinea, who have been, well, in the group stage, got 8 yellow cards, so the dirtiest team, air quotes. Lucky to have avoided a 9th so far, I think. Bob is going to take this free kick right in the middle of the pitch. Plays it with his right foot into Modu. Modu finds Modu Barrow. Back by Modu. This is Marin. Modu Barrow plays in South Korea now. Ball by Marin. Then he loses it again. Lost it twice there, but then he's saved by his teammate, and then Modu keeps it in. Finds Darbo. Back to Modu on this near side. Darbo travels infield. Gets a run from Jallo. Tries to slip it through for Musa Barrow, but it's intercepted. Gambia have the ball again with Ingom, who's played a horrible pass straight into Bayo. Here come Guinea now through Mariba. He's got Kanate bursting on the overlap. Kante, it's Mariba! And it's an absolutely fantastic challenge by Omar Colley to deny a certain goal. Liash Mariba, who hasn't scored for his country yet, opened up his body, looked to curl a delightful effort into the far corner, but there was Omar Colley making a brilliant block to keep the score at 0-0. Nice play from Guinea. Obviously terrible pass by Ingom initially, but then Kante was found, and then Mariba was found in the box, and it was goal bound. It was goal bound, that strike. He was about 12 yards out when he was whipping it into the far corner. It was a brilliant tackle. Guinea lose the ball from throw. Bob launches it up to Musa Barrow, who's under pressure, but he spins and keeps onto it. Saidou Sow and Musa Barrow tangling, and the free kick goes against Musa Barrow.
Free kick for Guinea,
which his manager is not happy about. Sow has done well there against the tricky Barrow.
Okay, we got
now Gambia will have to defend.
Votes.
Free kick, deep one, be a deep free kick. Yeah, Musa Barrow held the ball a bit too long, and then Sow gets past him, and he just wraps his arms around him and pulls him back.
For both teams. Okay,
Ashibu Kamara will take it about 15 yards or so inside the Gambian half. Well, there was the option to go long, but instead he's played it back. Now it's back inside the Guinea half with Ali Kamara. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 0 in the 55th minute. Conte, long switch towards Ibrahim Cisse, and bounces off the top of the former Fulham man's head and goes straight out of play for a throw. He's been barely involved in the game as Ibrahim Cisse. Modu,
like this game will be
back to Colley. Colley under pressure from Kante, fouled by Kante, free kick Gambia. Straight after this, of course, you can see, or you can listen to Cameroon against Comoros. Comoros, of course, minnows beaten Ghana and getting through to the knockout stages in their first ever AFCON tournament. Like Gambia, can they go one further and knock out the hosts? We'll find out after this. Matt Isles on commentary duty for that one on Flash Score.
Guys, thank you.
I recommend you all tune in. But stay with us here for now. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 0. Game's come to life a bit. Modou Barrow has made a dart and run in behind. He's got it in the corner flag. What can he do with it?
Guinea
Absolutely nothing. Then he's come
attack.
back and put in a strong challenge inside Usau. He's not happy.
Left.
But he's not happy with himself more than anything. He
Still
did
tied,
well.
0-0.
Great ball in behind.
We are still tied.
He's made a clean tackle on Sal there, but the free kick has gone against him. So he's unhappy with two things, is Modou Barrow. Understandably so, has to be said. Keita takes it. Comes out to Ajibu Kamara on this near side. He's got Cisse on the overlap. Finds Cisse. Cisse finds Kamara in the box. What can he do? Plays it across. And who's there again? Omar Colley. Right place, right time. The big centre-back. Prevents a very dangerous attack and turn it into anything for Guinea. Gambia start again. Here's Musa Barrows. Rock deep. Loses it. Guinea growing in this game. Ajibu Kamara now spreads it across to Kanate. Kanate line up the deep one, floats it in. Kante goes up. Kante wins the header, and it drops straight into the arms of Guy. Very hard to do anything with that sort of ball. It's a deep cross from about 20, 35 yards ish. Just floated in, no pace on it. Kante tried to do what he could. We'll have to do a bit better than that again. Ball launched forward up towards Musa Barrow. Decided to by just being awkward, getting his body in the way. And the lead gets going to be taken. Well, he can knock the lead, and take it quickly to the left back. Plays it infield to Murray. Murray switches it across to Ungum. He's got quite a bit of grass and space to wander into. Instead he plays it infield to Bob. Bob to Dargo on the edge of the area. This is Barrow. Now Jallo inside the box. On his left foot. Barrow goes the overlap. Barrow shoots. And over the bar. Tight angle, that mind. But again, he's got a proper thunderous strike on him, does Musa Barrow, because he hit that really hard. About a yard or so over the crossbar, but I'm not sure Keita would have got there if it had been on target. But they survived Guinea for now, and we're just approaching the hour mark still. It's still 0-0. Guinea 0, Gambia 0. Ali Keita wanders out and clips one in towards Cisse, and it goes straight over his head. And he's being left on the floor. A mess there. Just got horribly wrong, did Cisse. This is now Murray into Gomez, the right-sided Gambian centre-back, inside his own half. Finds Bob, who's took a poor touch, but he's done well to get it back.
38%
Ungum fires one over the top. So Barrow made the run, got too much on it from Ungum. And then balled out to Saidu Sow. Right, Ali Keita. It's back with Keita. Houston's goalkeeper was Graham Potter's first choice goalkeeper when Potter was with the Swedish club. This is now Ibrahim Cisse. Flicking one into Moriba, who nearly opened the score and was denied by that fantastic block from Omar. This is now Amadou Diawara into Bayo. Back to Ibrahima Conte. Conte switches it across with his right foot. Searching ball to Cisse. Lovely layoff by Cisse. Finds Kamara, who's made a run in behind. Back onto his left foot, right side of the penalty area. Slips it into Cisse. Sends his cross in. They want handball. Screaming for handball is Kamara. And Modou Barrow stands on the ball in the corner flag. Flips it off Cisse. And can't win his side of throw. Guinea will have the throw instead. A bit too casual from were really poor in their last game against Zimbabwe as well, so you can see why he's disappointed. We are going to have a change. Still trying to work out exactly who it's for. Well, the fourth official has no idea either, because he's just put the board up to make a change, and the game's continue. Cisse clips one at the back post, headed back down by Kanate, and away come Gambia. This is an opportunity. Here goes Jallo over the halfway line. He's got 4 men with him. Cuts inside his left foot. Finds Darbo. Jallo goes for goal. It's blocked. It all got a bit messy for Gambia there. Musa Barrow made no run whatsoever, and Jallo had to take the shot on from 25 yards out. It was blocked.
That was a nice shot,
As
but
soon as he hit it.
The angle wasn't good enough.
For a throw on that far side. Just having a look at Jallo now. Well, Dun's going to take it. I don't know what happened with that substitute. I don't know what's happening now, but Jallo's down from him pulling the trigger there. He's potentially done himself an injury. Physios are coming on. He's now back on his feet, is Jallo. That is going to be a change for Gambia. So Jallo is going off. Don't know if it's because he's injured or maybe just because he hasn't had it yesterday in his Gambian shirt. And we're going to have Ibrahima Golli coming on, 21-year-old. He did start against Mauritania, and he was booked. He was sub against Mali. Plays for Spezia in Syria. Got just 1 assist so far in 10 appearances. So he is now on. This will be his 12th cap. From that first game, he got
up a little bit, and let's see what's gonna happen because both teams are very tough. This is a away match, knockout match. Anything that happens right now, everyone is gone. So it's very tough. It's very tough. Both teams are still tied 0-0. Let's see what's gonna happen in this game. Let's see if both teams can step up. But they're still playing a good defense. Both teams are still playing a good defense. So let's see what's gonna happen. Because it looks like the match is we have 68 minutes left on this match, and both teams hasn't scored any goal. So let's see what happens in 5 minutes. Guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and also drop a like. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Thank you for support. And the both are still stepping up. But looks like Gambia is still in the position. Still has the lead on this game.
Bob for Gambia as they start again. Good switch across to Muggy. Brings it down slowly. Fires one into Musa Barrow.
And Gambia taking the possession back.
What can he do? It's over the halfway line.
Gambia taking the possession back. Guys, Gambia has the. I think Gambia is they playing a nice defense, and you know, taking the possession back and forth from Guinea is just like is insane, you know. And right now they're moving with the attacking.
Ignores him. Finds Bob. Bob up 35 yards from goal. Incisive pass. Here's Barrow, and there's the opening goal for Gambia, and it's that man again, Musa Barrow, getting the goal.
And a goal for Gambia.
When they need him.
And a goal for Gambia.
Pass through by Bob.
What a goal for Gambia. Oh my God.
The Scorpions
wow.
have stung the elephants, and it looks
that was
as
a
if
great shot.
they are going to be going through to the quarterfinals. It's Guinea nil.
And Gambia scored it. Gambia has won.
Brilliant ball by
wow.
Bob. He's been
what a goal.
Bob floating around the
that was a great shot.
That was a great shot. Great touch by Barrow. Pushes it past Conte. Gets to about 14.
And Gambia has got one for
their slides in a gorgeous finish past Ali Keita.
And we only have 71 minutes left on this game, and Gambia has one goal. Gambia has the lead right now. I don't know what Guinea is gonna do, because guess the game is over. It's over. It's over, Guinea. It's over. It's over. Gambia won this match. We have 71 minutes left on this game, and Gambia has the advantage right now. They have one. And Guinea has 0. It looks like it's over. It's over, guys. It's over. Gambia has won the match, because we only have 71 minutes left. So what? I don't think Guinea is gonna fight back. Guys, what do you think about this goal? Because what do you think is I don't know if Guinea gonna step up on this one, because looks like it's over. It's over, guys. This is very tough. This goal hurts. I'm not gonna lie, this goal hurts. 72 minutes left on this game. This goal, it hurts. And we get a substitution from Gambia. Guys, this is very tough, and Gambia has the goal. Wow.
He's gone on up front. He did start
Let's see what Guinea is gonna make up from this one. And a free kick for Guinea. Guys, if you're new, make sure you drop a like, support the channel, subscribing. Thank you.
to Mariba. It was a lash. And handball. Free kick. And he gets on instantly. VAR check, of course. Kante was totally free. Fires it across. Oh, this is really close. And Conte stabs it in from about 4 yards out. It looked close, that one. VAR check still ongoing by the looks of it.
Guinea in position.
And it's over, and it is offside. Guinea have been denied, but they've got to build on that now. That was much better from them. Kante with a fantastic ball. He just hammered it across the goal, and it just hit Conte on the leg essentially and went in.
Moving with a dangerous attack from Guinea.
Build, well, they're starting again from the Gambia free kick.
Throwing
Again, Kante
free kick.
finds Cisse, who's got space on this near side. Fires his cross in straight off the left back, who celebrates it as if it's a goal. Celebrates his block as if it's a goal. It's hit straight in the head. Clearly it will do in the head, but it's been given as a free kick for handball. That is absolutely incredible, because that clearly it's
Guinea still has the ball.
He won't be celebrating a minute in the hand.
And Gambia's free kick.
It's gone. It's a chance for Guinea to get more men in the box. Gambia need to defend it better. More like Sila, and it's headed over again. There's another opportunity. This time it was the other centre back, Ali Kamara. Good ball in from Sila. Couldn't direct his header. He got off above everyone. Couldn't keep it down. That would be controversial if that had gone in, because
Gambia now has the ball. Guinea back with a nice defense. Free kick for Guinea.
Just in the 79th minute now. Guinea 0, Gambia 1. Launched forward by
Gambia
Guy.
taking the possession back. Bobby with the ball for Gambia. And Gambia with the attack. And Guinea with a nice defense, taking the possession back. Conte. Cisse with the ball for Gambia. Trying to make something a pace. And we have 79 minutes left on this game. And looks like that's it for Guinea. Guinea is out from the Cup of Nations. And we got 428 votes. Guinea still, Gambia is still in the lead on the vote, and Guinea still has a 39% on this game.
It's going to continue for the national elephants, and of course they were threatened.
And we have a 5% penalty shootout vote.
If they didn't win, they would have to pay back the money that it's cost to send them to Cameroon, and they have really missed their captain, that's to be said. Here comes Mariba to Bayo. This is Kanate. Kanate whips it in. And it comes out to Modu, who just comfortably plays it back to Guy. Left-footed ball, really good as well. Finds
Guinea
Usabaru.
taking the possession back.
Cisse tries to shove it past his man. Ibrahima Cisse.
And a shot off target from Guinea. And Guinea possession now is 52%, with Gambia with 42% possession.
Ibrahima Cisse. Good cross.
Throwing for Guinea.
Over the head of Bayo. It's going to run out play for Pro.
And we have 18 minutes left on this game. And Guinea keeps struggling to fight off this battle. And Gambia still putting their defense on the roll. Gambia taking the possession. Najee with the ball, moving along, and a free kick for Gambia.
Now Gambia can break. Usabaru, clever play, slides it in the field. In G, and suddenly Guinea are exposed. Here comes
Guinea got a yellow card for Guinea got a yellow card.
It's way past Conte, and that is a foul. And that is the first yellow card of the game. And you have to say, probably well overdue for Conte. A lot of fouls. Conte into the book. Centre back who moments ago thought he'd equalised, rudely denied by the offside flag, and then just blocked off volley just on the edge of the area, right hand side of the penalty box.
Gambia still has the lead,
exactly
49%,
chance to get second,
and Guinea falling short for the lead, 39%. And we only have 438 votes, and the game is nearly over. It's 1 minute left, 40 seconds, and we have 4 minutes It's time for the game.
Quarter to a left footer. Cisse is over it, so is Golly. So Barrow doesn't appear to be over it anymore. Four-man wall
Shot off target from
for
Gambia.
Guinea. Cisse and Golly certainly the favourites. Cisse left-footed, Golly right-footed. Cisse, and it's ball into the wall. Golly goes for goal. His shot's blocked. Comes out to Ingo. Took a terrible touch. Comes out to Sila. What can Guinea do now? They need to start flooding red shirts forward. Clever ball by Sila into Kante. Golly getting back at it. Ibrahima Golly, not Omar Golly, of course. This is Mariba. Goes for goal, and that is beautiful. It's nearly going to play for a goal there. Yeah, Mariba. There's Guinea. Very much pleased to have him representing their nation. And meanwhile, we're going to have another change for the National Elephants. Sorry, Kaba coming on, and Morgan Diabogi. So two centre-back, two strikers. Mohamed Bayo has left the field. Not his goal now. Bayo is off. Exactly who the one is who's off. It is Diabogi who's on. Well, Kaba started that game against Zimbabwe, but scored as well.
Saisi with the ball, throwing for Gambia.
Exactly who Diabogi has come on for. I'll let you know. See. This is, well, Diabogi, this will be his second appearance in the tournament. He started against Senegal. And he is the younger brother of Joshua Diabogi of Wolfsburg. So, football pedigree in his family. What can he do? Can he get what would only be his? Well, he's never scored for his country. So
Guinea still on the possession.
Gambia possession.
We have 84 minutes left on this game.
Finds Musa Barrow. Shoots from range. Straight into the arms of Keita. Pulls it out quickly to Diabogi. Pushes it infield. Sila. Cisse makes the run. It might reach Diabogi. Colley's come across. Well, Gomez come across. A fantastic challenge. This left Diabogi in the heat, but he won the ball. Most importantly, Marius then drilled the ball into the feet of Musa Barrow. It's all getting a bit frantic now. Omar Colley picks it up and he slows down. Well, just going to lift it forward. 84 minutes gone. It's Guinea 0, Gambia 1. And Mohamed Ali Kamara nearly
Guinea
slipped
on the
and
attack.
allowed Cisse the chance to wrap the game up. But he slipped as well.
And a shot off target from Guinea
Start again.
by Martinez.
Cisse and Diabogi. This is now Sila on the right hand
Guinea
side.
still has the ball.
Into the penalty area on his left foot.
Trying to
Goes
make
for the
something
outside
of
run
this
into
with a dangerous
Kante.
attack.
And it's blocked. Comes out
And
to
Gambia with a
Duwar.
nice defense, taking the ball back.
Duwar picks
And
up.
Guinea has a
Finds
corner
Sila.
kick for Guinea.
Sila wants a run. Finds
5
Diabogi.
corners kick for Guinea and 2
Nice ball
corners
into
for Gambia.
Kaba, right, wiggling through. Should have shot. Comes back to Diabogi. He shoots. And it's clear and it's blocked at the near post. Don't know why Kaba didn't shoot. Skipped inside, couple of last-ditch tackles. The space opened up. He was about 6 yards out, and he decided to pass it backwards. Incredible for the striker there to not have a shot. Kante's shot was blocked well by Ingum before as well. Meanwhile, we do have Omar
And
Colley
a shot
down
off target.
currently. He's been an absolute man-mountain for the Scorpions
Gambia free kick.
this afternoon, passing the evening now. Corner sent in, comes out to Mariba, he's still wriggling through. Kante goes to the other kick, and it goes over the bar just about. But Guinea are piling the pressure on now. Can Gambia survive? Looks like the other change.
And a
So
substitution
one of the
from
centre
Guinea.
backs, I believe, has gone off, and it looks like as if it is Ibrahima Conte who left the field.
vote, and Guinea 39% vote, and we get a red card from Gambia.
We've had everything in this second half, haven't we? And G furious that he's going to have to leave the play of the play.
Guys, I guess there will not be any penalty shootout, and there will not be any draw because Gambia has the win with a 1-0, and looks like Guinea has lost this game. Still on the lead with 50% vote for Gambia and 39% vote for Guinea. And that is it for the game, because we have 3 minutes left on this game to close out this game, and that's it.
Gambia are going to have to survive the last 2 minutes plus whatever stoppage time we've got left. Down to 10 men, and the substitute will play no further part in this game. Might even play no further part in the tournament, of course, to win this quarter-final if Gambia do get through. Gambia fans still going, and are so close sealing at such a famous victory.
2 minutes left. Guinea still hasn't scored any goal. Martinez with the ball.
Ali Keita just outside of the centre circle, inside the half. So everyone pushing forward now for Guinea. Well, somewhat embarrassed. What that exactly is, we can't see you. It's the Gambian goalkeeper Guy, who's, to be fair, had very little to do. His defensive stopping of him could do, to be honest. And he is on course for his 5th clean sheet, what would only be his 7th cap. Not a bad record, is it? So we'll have to see what happens with him. Of course, they do have a goalkeeper on the bench, Modu Joe, 33-year-old, 27 caps.
Guys, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that, appreciate the support. And Guinea is still on the position, trying to make something of this. Silva. Guinea still attacking. And Gomanes, Gambia back in position with the ball, moving along. And Guinea with the defense, and Gambia back in position. Guinea with the dangerous attack, and the goal kick for Gambia. Looks like Guinea is trying to fight off this battle, but it's too late, because we only have 1 minute left in this game, and the game is literally over. And that's it for Guinea. Guinea is out of this Cup of Nations, and Gambia have taken the win.
Intelligent time spent isolating, so it means they have to play an outfielder as the public, the journalists, pundits.
Got 3 minutes. Morabi with the ball for Guinea.
On the continent can get some position. It is Cameroon against Comoros, and as it stands, winner having the right to play. Gambia in the knockout stages, kickoff to come. 7 o'clock here at the Flash.
Martinez with the ball, back to Camara. And it's a position for Gambia.
About 7 o'clock here at the Flash.
That's it, guys. The game is over. Guinea lost the game. Gambia won. 1 for Gambia and 0 for Guinea. And overall, I'm gonna say that both teams are strong teams. They play good and nice defense, but looks like Gambia has more advantage now because they have the lead on this game. And we have 1.5 minutes left, and Guinea hasn't scored any goal, and looks like that's it. That's it for Guinea.
Gambia.
Footballing action continues for you on this serve.
Having a VAR check. The Guinea players are
This is a
adamant.
very tough game,
It was a fantastic strike by Kante initially. Guy
and
tipped it
Gambia
onto the
has
crossbar. Came out of
beat
Guinea. Looked
Guinea,
like he was going to score, but a
and that's
brilliant
it
block.
from
Or
Guinea.
was it a block with his hand?
This is a very tough game.
Well, we don't know because we're not seeing any replays of this at the moment, which is really a shame. And it's going to be a corner. VAR check is
We
over.
still have the votes on the lead. Gambia with
Fantastic defending by
50%,
captain Modu.
and a shot
Corner,
off target
outswinger,
for
Sila whips
Guinea.
it in. Kante gets there. Nods it over the bar. He's had quite a few opportunities, Kante. There, though, brilliant strike from him. He's unlucky, I have to say, that he didn't get the goal. Just having a look exactly what happened here.
Guinea with the
Sorry,
39%
commentator, come in
votes,
and
Gambia
step over,
50%
whipped it
votes.
across. It hit a
Gambia is still
post,
on the lead,
and
and
then
we
it
only
came
have
out to Kante, lashed it, and it's a
471
fantastic
votes.
save by Guy on to the crossbar.
And
And then
that
well,
is the
never
end
a
of
handball
this
in a
game.
million years.
Gambia has
Modu
won,
gets
and
his
Guinea
body
lost
in
the
the way.
game.
But brilliant block. Time
And
running
we
out for
have
Guinea. Ball
1
launched
minute
long.
left
Gomez wins
on
his
this
header.
game,
Ibrahima Colli then tries to get past Sorry Conte.
and we got a red card
Sorry
from
Conte has
Guinea.
fouled his man in that. Could be that yellow
This is
card.
injury
And
time,
off
so
goes the Guinea
looks like
centre
Guinea has
back.
no choice
He's
than to
been
foul,
booked already, and now he's been booked again.
and they lost the
And
game.
off he goes. Ibrahima
This is
Conte
very tough.
thought he'd equalised just after Gambia scored. His
And a
evening has
shot
gone
off
from
target
bad
from
to
Guinea.
worse. He
Martinez
is
with the
in
shot off
shock
target.
that he's been sent off. So it's 2 red cards apiece. And the Egyptian referee has decided that that is the end for Conte. It wasn't a yellow card, I have to be honest. It's barely even a foul. Collie was sort of
And
clipped
that's
a
it
little
for the
bit.
game. The game is over.
They play it out wide
Gambia
to
won
the
the
right hand
game.
side. They drill it into the box
Guys, if
towards
you're new
Musa
here, make
Barrow.
sure you
Brought
subscribe
before
to
the
the
corner
channel.
flag. And there is the
Subscribe to the channel,
full-time
drop a
whistle.
like,
And the lowest
support the
ranked
channel.
team
Appreciate that.
in
Appreciate the
the
help. Appreciate the
tournament
support.
are through to the quarter-finals. The
And that's it.
Scorpions have
That is
stomped
it.
the Elephants on off through to the quarter-finals where they were playing at the Cameroon of Comoros.
Gambia
It's a famous, famous day
are through
for
to
this
the
tiny,
tournament
tiny
finals.
country. Guinea, well, they pushed hard in the end,
Gambia are through to the
but
tournament finals.
couldn't test the
Guinea has
goalkeeper
lost
enough.
it.
And Gambia,
And
thanks to a
Gambia is
goal
moving
from
to the
Musa
tournament
Barrow,
finals.
his second of the tournament,
And
go
that's it.
through. The players are in
Guys, this
absolute
is so
joy.
frustrating.
Some of
I
them
mean,
cannot
I can't
believe
even
what has
believe
happened.
that Guinea lost
Well, their
this
terrible
game.
run in
It was
knockout
very tough,
football
very tough
continues.
game.
No win
And
now
Gambia
in
looks like
knockout
Gambia
football
took
since
their time
1976. But
and
Gambia, their
incorporate
fantastic
a
story
strategy
continues.
to take
Who
out Guinea
will they
from this
play? Well, find
tournament.
out and tune in to Matt Isles in just over an hour as
That's a
he
very
brings
tough
you
game.
Cameroon against Comoros. But the final score here on a famous, famous evening is Guinea 0, Gambia 1.
Okay guys, that's it for the game for Guinea and Gambia. This is so frustrating. I mean, Guinea lost this tournament. And guys, I can't believe this. Gambia won this tournament game and moving to the finals for this tournament. This is so I can't even imagine what just happened. But it is what it is, so let's move on. Gambia won. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating on the vote. Appreciate your help and appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and also help to grow this channel so that we can hit 2,000 subscribers. See you on my next stream. Thank you, and thank you.